This morning.
Well, we had a stunning mixture of two seasons as snow flurries moved into our region after a string of warm, sunny days.
What a pretty picture there. One of our News Channel 11 co-workers snagged this photo in Butler yesterday. Winter snow on the ground and spring flowers on the trees. Welcome to March in Appalachia.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities. I'm Amy Lynn.
And I'm Casey Marler. Last night's forecast calling for more snow coming into our region. Meteorologist Victoria Cavallari in the Storm Center with a first look at our forecast. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning, Casey and Amy, and we are seeing some light scattered snow showers this morning. Some parts of the area are waking up to a nice little dusting, a few snowflakes on your windshields. Right now, as you take a live look over Bristol at our Foundation Event Facility camera, pretty quiet there, mostly cloudy skies this morning, but here's a live look at Viper radar. That'll show you the locations that are seeing some light snow. Right now making its way through Abingdon, also near Rogersville, Jonesville, Wise this morning. We have seen some scattered snow showers also near Greenville. This is the sort of activity you could see throughout the course of the day today. Temperatures are going to stay cold though. 33 right now at Tri-Cities Airport, 32 in Kingsport, 32 in Churchill, also in the 30s and upper 20s in portions of Southwest Virginia, 27 in Marion, 29 in Clintwood, and 30 right now in Wise. Take a look at today's day planner. The chance to see that light snow does decrease as the day goes on, but our temperatures don't warm up much. Highs are going to be way below average in the upper 30s. I'll have more though on the full forecast and when you are going to see some more sunshine, but when some rain returns to the forecast too, coming up in a few minutes.
All right, winter still holding on tightly.
Not going away anytime soon.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, Victoria. Tracking some school changes on this Thursday.
All right, we are tracking some school changes on this Thursday because of the weather, obviously. The following school systems have 2-hour delays: Ashe County, North Carolina, Avery County, North Carolina, Carter County, Tennessee, Dickinson County, Virginia. You are actually on a 3-hour delay this morning. Going back to our 2-hour delays, Johnson County and Mitchell County, as well as Unicoi County schools. If you want to see a full list, you can always head over to our website, WJHL.com. And you can also check the bottom of your screen because our closings are scrolling down there as well.
And turning now to some of the top stories that we have been following this week as they continue to develop. The father of a man murdered at a Kingsport bar says he plans to sue Hog Wild Saloon. That's where his son died.
Last Friday, police say a 16-year-old shot 2 people inside the Hog Wild Saloon in Kingsport, killing one and injuring another. The suspect's parents reached out to News Channel 11 Tuesday after their son, 16-year-old William Raynard Nykirk, was arrested. They say they can't understand how their 16-year-old son ended up in a bar with a gun.
We're very sorry, and we know that can't bring it back if our son did it, but we're sorry regardless who did it.
20-year-old Brett Rogers II was shot and killed at the scene. Now his family is preparing to lay him to rest this weekend. His father, Brett Rogers, says he saw the report Tuesday on WJHL of the suspect's parents speaking out.
The apology, I felt it, but it doesn't bring Brett back. They should be upset by him having a firearm. That's what they should be upset about, and shooting my son. Killing my son. They should be upset about that.
Rogers says he will do more than grieve his son's death. He plans to sue the bar where his son died, and as of now, Hog Wild Saloon remains closed after officers noticed safety concerns and possible city ordinance and code violations. And a heartbreaking story we first brought you yesterday out of Southwest Virginia.
An 8-day-old infant died on Wednesday after the sheriff said the little girl was attacked by a dog that belonged to the child's family. All happened in Lee County, Virginia, in the Seminary community. Sheriff Gary Parsons says the dog mauled the infant girl at her family's home. The child was taken to UT Medical Center in Knoxville, where she died about 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon.
Lee County Animal Control took the dog, which Sheriff Parsons said appeared to be a mixed breed.
More than likely the animal will be destroyed at some point, but right now the animal's just in custody.
Sheriff Parsons says Lee County Department of Social Services is now on the case. So far, no charges have been filed. The child's name has not been released. Turning now to some of the stories we're bringing you that are new this morning. In Washington County, Virginia, 3 people are now facing drug and firearm charges after they were arrested in 2 separate traffic stops conducted just hours apart. All happened earlier this week. In a news release sent to us by the sheriff's office, police say a deputy was patrolling Cleveland Road Tuesday night when he noticed a vehicle that kept crossing over the center line. Police say the officers suspected the driver was intoxicated and conducted a traffic stop, during which he says he found a rifle in the back floorboard behind the driver and passenger seat. A canine search also found traces of narcotics present inside the vehicle. We're told that police also found drug paraphernalia containing methamphetamine residue. Police say 2 people were inside that vehicle that night. The driver, 40-year-old Travis Davis of Bristol, Tennessee, was arrested and charged with felony possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and 2 more traffic violations. Also, 22-year-old Jason Federow, also of Bristol, Tennessee, was a passenger in the vehicle. He was arrested and charged with felony possession of methamphetamine and felony possession of firearm with amphetamine. Both men are being held at the Abingdon facility of the regional jail.
The Washington County Sheriff's Office conducted another traffic stop just later that evening, or later Wednesday morning rather, after a different deputy was also traveling down Cleveland Road when he noticed a vehicle with an equipment violation. A canine search of that vehicle also found traces of narcotics. A further search revealed several baggies in a plastic container with traces of clear crystal substance later identified as methamphetamine. We're told police also found a needle and a loaded 9mm pistol. 24-year-old Makisha Necessary of Abingdon, pictured on your screen, was arrested and charged with felony possession of methamphetamine, felony possession of a firearm with methamphetamine, and misdemeanor possession of needles. She is being held without bond at the Abingdon facility of the Regional Jail Authority.
In news happening today, a Washington County, Tennessee school bus driver charged with driving under the influence while on the job is scheduled to appear in court this afternoon. Jonesboro police arrested Jackie Adams the morning of February 28th after they said a caller noticed a bus driving erratically. More than 20 students were on board the bus at the time. According to a police report, Adams told officers that she had taken Clonopin along with other medications for her gallbladder. Washington County Detention Center told News Channel 11 Wednesday night that Adams is currently out on bond, but she is due in Washington County Court about 1:30 this afternoon. Well, coming up, we'll be changing pace a little bit on News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities.
Yeah, Ellie Hines in studio with us to bring us some good news about a local organization helping children.
Yeah, that's right, Casey and Amy. With the help of horses, students are learning to see the bright future for themselves. We'll tell you how the nonprofit Small Miracles is making some big differences in the lives of kids.
And right now I am tracking some snow in and around the Tri-Cities area. Temperatures today are going to be chilly in the 30s. I'll have more on the full forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, welcome back. Well, we've been continuing to check in on our local eagle family as they get ready for their 3 babies, and there they are this morning.
And usually we're seeing Mama Eagle start to stir a little bit, but on this cold morning, looks like she's sleeping in.
Do you blame her?
She knows it. She's going to be busy coming up real soon. Nest on your screen on private property on Boone Lake in Johnson City, but thanks to the East Tennessee State Eagle Cam, thousands of people from all over the world are anxiously watching to wait for those eagles to hatch. The excitement is in the air with a little bit of a chill.
I know, exactly. She's keeping them warm this morning. And of course, they said probably within that first week of March. So, you know, we are on any day now. I mean, it could happen any moment. It's very exciting.
It sure is. Mama actually laid the eggs earlier than normal, and that's what brings us to this early March time frame. But Allie brought us a story a week or so ago about all of the people all over the world that know about our Eagle Cam and are watching and waiting anxiously.
Now, Storm Team 11 meteorologist Victoria Cavalieri.
Good morning. We're seeing some chilly temperature readings this morning, and some parts of the area are seeing a few light scattered snow flurries. Right now, as you take a live look over Bristol at our Foundation Event Facility camera, pretty quiet out there right now, mostly cloudy skies, but here's a look at Viper radar. Take a look at what we're seeing in portions of Southwest Virginia. Right now near Big Stone Gap in Jonesville, also up near Wise and Clintwood, as well as near Abingdon this morning. They're seeing some light scattered snow showers. A similar story near the Tri-Cities area as well. Greenville, all the way up towards Irwin as well, also seeing some light scattered snow showers. Some of that snow moving out of the area near Rogersville as well this morning. Pretty light in nature, but this is the sort of activity you could see this morning. A light wintry mix definitely possible. Generally kind of dying out by the afternoon, but you could still see a few spotty snow flurries and even a few rain showers. Take a look at our current temperature readings. 33 degrees in Johnson City, 33 in Jonesboro, 32 in Kingsport. Still holding on to some upper 20-degree temperature readings in Southwest Virginia, 29 in Clintwood, 27 in Grundy, and 30 degrees right now in Wise. Our highs today are going to be below average. We're looking at temperatures maxing out in the upper 30s. Still the chance to see a few spotty snow flurries throughout the course of the day today, especially in those highest elevations. Another pretty overcast day. You could see a few breaks of sunshine, but overall a decent amount of cloud cover. We're also watching some gusty winds, which is going to make it feel colder than normal today. Take a look at our overnight temperatures dropping down into the 20s. A cold start tomorrow morning as well. Temperature readings in the low 20s, even in the teens in some locations. And this evening, when you combine the winds with those cold temperature readings, some places, especially in the North Carolina mountains, are going to have real feel temperatures closer to the single digits. But there's good news tomorrow. A brighter forecast, more sunshine, temperatures creeping up into the mid-40s tomorrow, but we'll add back in a rain chance for tomorrow night as well as for the overnight hours. You could see a light wintry mix develop during the overnight tomorrow as well as into your morning on Saturday. This is ahead of our next weather maker. That's going to give us a rain chance for Saturday as well as for Sunday. But in the morning hours when our temperatures are chilly, a wintry mix definitely possible both of those days. Sunday looking like the wetter day right now. Today, though, our high at 39 degrees, a 30% chance for some scattered snow showers, dropping down to 23 this evening. Still pretty cold tonight, a little warmer tomorrow, but still below average. 45 degrees our high tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. Winds still staying a little gusty through this period. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. I'm watching that system for Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, there is a 70% rain chance with the potential for that wintry mix in the morning. Also watching another wintry mix both Monday and Tuesday. We'll keep our eyes on that one. But here's some good news this morning. We have our umbrella winner. Congratulations to Todd. He's our umbrella winner this morning. And if you want to enter to win our umbrella giveaway, you can go to WJHL.com/umbrella giveaway, and you can pick up your umbrella at the station between 9 and 4.
You know, the closer we get to spring, the more I don't like the words together of wintry mix.
No, it almost seems like that time has passed, but it's still here.
It's still
for another couple
it's
weeks.
Holding on a little more.
And I like to bring up we're inching closer to the anniversary of the big 1993 snowstorm. March 12th, as memory serves.
Thanks for bringing that up.
So
is that around the Monday, Tuesday mark, which you're kind of watching for a little snow?
I am watching that.
It sure is.
I don't remember that snowstorm, but
I don't think we're going to quite get that.
I hope not.
Keep us posted. Thanks,
Okay.
Victoria. We'll be right back.
Right Now News, brought to you by Toyota.
Recovery high schools for students battling addiction may become a reality in Tennessee. A bill passed both the State House and Senate and is now waiting for Governor Bill Haslam to sign it. Last year, 33,000 students in Tennessee used heroin or an opioid for non-medical reasons. Under the bill, school boards will have the chance to create recovery high schools, giving students treatment and schooling in one place so they can graduate. For example, music or art classes could be substituted for a peer support group. But there is one big concern: financing. If a local school board wants to build a new recovery high school, expenses are estimated to be upwards of $1.3 million in some cases.
Well, welcome back. It is now 6:20 on our Thursday morning, and we have some guaranteed good news for you this morning.
Yeah, Allie Hines tells us how a Tri-Cities nonprofit is helping students find purpose through horses. Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, Amy and Casey. Yes, Small Miracles helps all kinds of groups, providing therapeutic riding classes for people with disabilities. We got to meet a group of students from the alternative school in Kingsport that helped the horses get ready for their day.
Awesome, I'm so proud of you.
Twice a week, these students from Cora Cox Academy start their day here.
We're helping horses, and we're grooming them and we're feeding them. We're just basically take care of the horses.
7th grader Isaiah Dukes is learning the ropes.
That's right there. Well,
in the morning, he and his classmates get the horses ready for the programs here at Small Miracles, from therapeutic rides for people with disabilities to programs for veterans.
Words cannot express how helpful they've been and how engaged in the program and how committed.
To be here,
you have to keep up with your schoolwork, you have to focus, stay on task.
And once you're here,
horses are non-judgmental. They don't care about what you did in the past. They live in the moment. They just love and accept you no matter how you are.
It makes me feel very happy.
And the staff here hopes to offer that same acceptance, mentoring the students and helping them see a future for themselves.
We're all in this together.
This helps the children to feel that they are successful. It helps build their self-esteem. It helps them learn responsibility personally and to the community. And it also empowers them to think about their future and what they are capable of doing and think about their potential.
The Christian nonprofit is in its 3rd decade of welcoming students here.
It gives us an opportunity to be a light in the community, and I always say, like, be Jesus with skin on, because we love people unconditionally, and we hope that they feel that love when they come out here.
Director Sherry Russell says through programs like this one, she sees small miracles happen every day. And Russell says students come back to her and tell her success stories after finding their potential there at Small Miracles. Students going to college, getting jobs, and raising families. And they're now recruiting volunteers for the spring session at Small Miracles.
That is a great story. I'd heard a lot about Small Miracles from different angles, but I had never heard of that one, and that's just really neat that they're reaching out to those students as well.
Yeah, about the students getting the horses ready for their day and ready for a day to serve others, and then the kids are learning along the way. So it is a really neat program there. So cute.
And a great way to get them out of that environment, get them out into nature and do good work.
Yeah.
Plus, like they said, horses don't care.
Exactly.
They just love.
No judgment zone. Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. And it got a fan right here. Victoria's like,
what a cool story.
Maybe I'll do one of those volunteers. You said they're looking for volunteers.
Yeah. Looking for volunteers, and you can visit small-miracles.org to find out how to volunteer.
Always work to be done.
Yep.
Thank you, Allie.
Thanks. Great program. Well, I tell you what, if you're going horseback riding today, you're going to want to bundle up.
Yeah, those horses are going to need a little jacket today. It's kind of chilly out there. We're looking at temperature readings in the 30s. We are going to see scattered snow showers today. I'll have more on the full forecast in a few minutes.
On the be creative part, I'll say you can say, and on the, we've talked about, I've listed 25 different places, really just cool things that you can do, and I can mention like a couple of them. I know you had BCMA on there, the Birthplace Country Music Museum.
Yep. Bonnie Kate Restoration Project.
Yeah.
They're showing Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Jonesboro has their
different pizza outing, that kind of thing.
Because the focus I want to stay on is like sometimes we get so wrapped up in like where we can go.
Right.
We don't realize the gems that we have right here. And, you know, for whatever reason, sometimes we just don't think about it.
The one that you mentioned that I'd never heard of, the Wilderness State Park or something?
It's Southwest Virginia.
That's pretty cool. We'll mention that one. So, and I'm going to talk to you about, first of all, just kind of the overall,
Okay.
you know, spring break is here, but for a lot of us, we can't take the whole week and go to the beach, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. While it may not feel like spring outside, but we are bringing a little spring inside. It looks like spring here in our studio kitchen. We have Amanda back with us from Macaroni Kid in Tri-Cities, and it's great to have you back on the show as we get ready for spring and spring break right around the corner.
Yes, I know some of our school systems start spring break next week. Some of the school systems have it later in March. So I wanted to focus this week in the newsletter giving parents some good ideas, low-cost ideas, some ideas you can do locally here with your family over spring break.
Because the reality is, while they get that whole week off, not everybody can just take off that week and go to the beach and get away. So we've got some great ideas, even if you just have a couple of hours at home with your kids on a weeknight, or you can take a couple of days. You've got some great ideas in the newsletter, and you say the first thing is to just be intentional.
Be intentional, have a plan. Get creative with it when you're being intentional. For example, one idea I have in the newsletter is let each member of your family pick a day, and that's their day. And parents, if you work, make a plan that when you get off work, even if it's just for an hour or two that evening, you get to spend some quality time with your kids, maybe going to some of the local places that I've listed in the newsletter.
And some really cool places right in our area, and that's when you say be creative. You don't have to travel far. Look at the things that are right here in our backyard, and you had listed some things. Wilderness State Park, never heard of that area.
Wilderness Road State Park is in Virginia. There's actually about 3 state parks in Southwest Virginia that's a driving distance. We actually have 6 in upper northeast Tennessee, from Morristown to Warriors Path and Kingsport, as far as Tennessee state parks that we can visit as well. And I know for our family, we'll go to Warriors, but we don't really get to the other parks like we would like to. So this might be a great time to do that with the warm weather, hopefully coming.
Yes, someday. And cost effective, those state parks and some of those local museums and attractions. We talk about the Hands-On Museum, if you haven't been to the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. So many different things to really just spend that time together.
Absolutely. I think I mentioned in the newsletter, David Crockett in Greenville, the state park there, they're actually opening a Storybook Trail on March 24th. So if you've never made it up to Greenville to see that park, what a great time to go up there and check out this new addition to their trail system.
And the other thing that I love is that you said be smart about it. And I love this because you gotta, as a mom, you gotta look at all the different offers that are out there, and there are some great deals to save money during these events.
Absolutely. I am a big Groupon Living Social fan, so we'll get on there. We actually booked our hotel for Knoxville through Groupon the other day. So get on Groupon, look at some of the businesses maybe running promotions as well to encourage families to come out. So get creative, be smart, make a budget. Make a budget that week, but make it about spring break and fun. Don't worry about the household chores. Don't worry about the laundry. Be intentional about the time you're spending with your family.
I love it. So it's your spring break as well. And you brought some great craft ideas. We mentioned all these ideas in the newsletter that is free. Here is the way to sign up for that newsletter. It is Macaroni Kid Tri-Cities. I love this because it's all local. And for parents, this is free. And you've always got great ideas all year long. And coming up, we're going to have some different spring activities, some things that you can make with your kids. And I'm loving these different mixes and things you can do. And we're even going to get Casey involved over here, right?
Yes.
He's going to have to
Always excited to have Casey over here with us.
Roll up his sleeves and do a little mixing. Casey, going to toss it over to you now.
At home in the kitchen, that's for sure. Can't wait to get over there. You know, we're talking about spring and all these great spring break ideas. We're just missing one teeny tiny ingredient.
I know, the weather.
We need that spring weather.
I know, it's maybe getting there. We're going to see temperatures a little warmer tomorrow, a little bit warmer. I can't promise much, but right now I am tracking some wintry-like conditions. I'll have more on the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Right Now News, brought to you by Toyota.
Happening now, more than 19 million people in the Northeast are under winter storm warnings and watches as a second nor'easter bears down on that area. We are seeing places that are having about 26 inches of snow. I want you to take a look at some video out of New Jersey this morning where you can see downed power lines. They're really causing a mess this morning, leaving some 800,000 businesses and homes in the dark. And that's really been the case in a lot of cities across the Northeast. Officials are warning people to stay off the roads because they are dangerous. You see this video, 500 drivers stuck on the highway, also in New Jersey. This happened during the commute last night. And this news van, turned over on the side of the road in Marshfield, Massachusetts. So definitely a very scary situation out there this morning. A lot of folks having to really kind of change their plans, trying to figure out how to stay warm until electricity is restored. And get this, forecasters say there is a potential for yet another storm early next week, but it will likely hit further south around Washington, D.C.
Happening today, a Washington County, Tennessee school bus driver charged with driving under the influence while on the job is scheduled to appear in court later this afternoon. Jonesboro police arrested Jackie Adams on the morning of February 28th after they said a caller noticed a bus driving erratically. More than 20 students were on board at the time. According to a police report, Adams told officers she had taken Klonopin along with other medications for her gallbladder. Washington County Detention Center told News Channel 11 Wednesday night that Adams is currently out on bond. Again, Adams is due back in Washington County Sessions Court at 1:30 this afternoon.
And new this morning, one person was taken to the hospital after a crash involving a car and a semi-truck. That happened on Route 58 in Coburn, Virginia. Police tell us the driver of a Cadillac rear-ended the semi-truck as the truck attempted to turn off the road. The semi-truck had minimal damage, but the car was totaled. Police say the driver of the car was airlifted to the hospital. They would not comment, though, on the extent of his injuries. They do say charges against him are pending. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured in the crash.
Good morning, and right now we are seeing some scattered snow showers in and around the Tri-Cities area. Take a look at what we're seeing in portions of Southwest Virginia and eastern Kentucky. A nice band of snow right now near Jackson. Also some scattered snow showers near Wise and Big Stone Gap. I just saw a very nice video. Some light snow starting to cover the roads a little bit in Wise, so do take it slow this morning if you're heading out the door. We're also seeing some spotty snow showers and a few flurries in and around the North Carolina mountains right now near Irwin. We also saw some snow near Greenville and Rogersville this morning. Seeing a few scattered snow flurries right now in the Johnson City area. Temperatures staying pretty cold in the 30s and 20s, 33 in Johnson City, 33 at Tri-Cities Airport, 32 in Kingsport, and still holding on to some 20-degree temperature readings in and around Southwest Virginia, 25 in Richlands, 27 in Grundy, and 29 degrees in Clintwood. Here's a look at our high temperatures today. Still pretty cold. Some places might creep up to the low 40s, but take a look at Beech Mountain. Stuck in the mid-20s today. I'll have more on the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Well, thanks, Victoria. Earlier we talked about where you can go to enjoy spring break. Coming up, we're going to tell you some of the fun things you can do without leaving your home. Just right here in the kitchen, some things you can make for the kids. That's next. Back now with Amanda from Macaroni Kid, and of course spring break, not just for moms and kids, it's for the whole family.
It is, getting everybody together. What a better place to gather than the kitchen with sweet treats.
Absolutely. So I brought 2 very easy spring treats that you can do with your family while you're home for spring break.
Well, tell us about a couple.
Okay.
I love the colors. Just
Yes,
the
I love
color.
all the spring colors. The first one is a very easy snack. It's our flour pretzel bites. And what I did is I brought, because I went to a PTA event on Friday, and sometimes we forget that we've got a lot of beginners out there. And so I was mentioning the white candy melts, and this mom raised her hand. She goes, "What is a white candy melt?" So I wanted to kind of break it down a little bit this morning, but this only takes 3 ingredients. It's pretzels, and they actually recommend the square ones would work a little bit better, but you just need a pretzel. These are the white candy melts that you can find Michael's, Walmart, Target. So that's what a white candy melt is. You microwave that for about a minute. You have to watch it because they will burn.
Yeah.
I found that out the first time.
Trial and error.
The pretzel will burn, moms and dads, so watch out for that. And then you just take M&Ms or some kind of coated candy, and you just, while it's warm, and the kids, look, my kids, Grace did this last night, you just make a little flour, and you can mix up the colors, and it's just bite size. So that's our flour, and that will be in the newsletter as well next week. I've got all sorts of spring snacks. The second one, I have made Muddy Buddies, chow mix. I've made that before, but I've never done it with bugles and funfetti cake mix.
We're using bugles? I love these things.
So I've never seen that, and I found it on Pinterest, and I thought, what a great way. And and the other thing is, I'll tell mom and dads, if you don't want to do all the sugar, just use plain bugles, plain rice checks.
Okay.
Still can add some chocolate in there, but I did go a little chocolate overload this morning because it's spring break. It's spring break, right?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so I went ahead and made the bugles and the chow mix. All I did not do peanut butter in case there's any peanut butter allergies. I used white chocolate.
Okay.
So we melted our white chocolate, I dumped the bugles in it, and then I actually took funfetti cake mix and poured it on top. So Casey, you want to dump?
Look at
You
that.
bet.
That's
that's our bugles.
So it's just the white chocolate and the cake mix.
And we used the funfetti, and then I added a little bit of sprinkles, and you want to do that while the chocolate's hot. So
Okay.
it'll stick to the bugles. So that's our bugle mix, so that's really cool. And then I wanted to do the chow, the muddies. So again, I just tinted the chocolate pink.
I mean, that's okay.
See how simple that is to make it that much more festive.
Dump it in. So Casey, we'll get Dad involved here. Dads can get involved
You bet.
with this
See,
easy
find
one.
something for Dad. He's going to eat it. He might as well help make it, right?
Yep. So, and I've got you a spoon over there as well. When we
Here's
get
my
done, we can
spoon.
kind of stir everything
And all
together.
you do is just kind of mix it up.
Yep.
And I love the size of the bowl. You need to get a good
We got
bowl.
some more.
So
We
don't
got
have
some
it
more
all over the
ingredients
kitchen.
coming in there.
Yes, we do. Okay, so this is where you can get creative. You can add pretzels. Get creative with what your kids like. So what I've got is some spring M&Ms. We'll dump those in there. I've got some the Easter egg malt balls. Malt eggs. I got those. Add some malt to it.
I better just have one here while I'm done.
Go ahead. There's nothing wrong with
He's
that.
already eaten
It's okay.
a few bugles too,
It's
right?
okay. And then I found sixlets.
Oh,
So we're
fun.
going to add some nice spring color.
I love the color.
And then you got to have marshmallows. I think most of the recipes I do call for marshmallows.
My kids love marshmallows. That's like a go-to little snack for them. If I put a
nice
marshmallow in
soft-
anything, they'll eat it.
They'll eat it. And so we'll just mix that up. And like I said, you could add chocolate chips to this. You can add the pretzel sticks is a good option. And I've seen this called, if you want to have fun, I've called it called bunny chow, bunny tail trail mix, and bunny bait. I actually found that last night as the kids could have fun and call it bunny bait to get the Easter bunny to come. So just a great way to have fun.
Into the bowl it goes. Now this is when it gets serious right here.
Oh.
All that powdered sugar.
He can't flip a
Isn't
pancake,
that-
but he can definitely do
Yes.
some pouring.
And then you can always find some great little treat bags if you want to individualize these. And what a great little surprise for your kids
When they
during
have a
spring
play
break
date
as
or
well. They
something,
can have, it's a great afternoon snack.
All right, great ideas, great things for the family. Remember, it's all about spending time together over the spring break. And don't forget to
Absolutely.
sign up for the newsletter. It's free and always great ideas. Thanks for coming.
Well, thanks for joining me.
No problem. I always love when you stop in with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Now, Storm Team 11 meteorologist Victoria Cavalieri.
Good morning. We're seeing some chilly temperature readings this morning, and some parts of our area are seeing some light scattered snow showers. Right now, as you take a live look over Johnson City, mostly overcast sky conditions. That flag swaying a little bit in the wind this morning. We are going to see some gusty winds today as well. Take a live look at Viper radar. That'll show you the areas that are seeing some light spotty snow showers and snow flurries. Right now near Big Stone Gap and Wise, extending up near Clintwood as well. We also did just see some snow showers near Abingdon earlier this morning. In portions of Tennessee, right now along the Tennessee-North Carolina line, that's where they are seeing some snow showers. A few right now in Johnson City and near Irwin. And we did see a few scattered snow showers earlier this morning near Rogersville. Take a look at this video. This was sent to us by a viewer, Mike Harding, in Wise, Virginia this morning. You can kind of see the road conditions there. Snow starting to stick a little bit to the road, so do take it slow this morning, especially if you are seeing some scattered snow showers. You could maybe see some icy conditions as temperatures are a little bit on the chilly side. 26 right now in Boone, 33 at Tri-Cities Airport, 27 in Wise, and 30 degrees in Jonesville. Here's a look at temperatures across the southeast. 32 in Atlanta, 28 right now in Raleigh, and actually a little bit warmer than here in New York City, 34 degrees there. Our highs today are going to be below average, maxing out in the upper 30s. Some places might hit that 40-degree mark. We're going to keep mostly cloudy skies in the forecast today. There is a 30% chance for some scattered snow showers and snow flurries. By the afternoon hours, it does look like we're generally going to dry out, but you could see a few spotty snow showers as well as some regular rain showers this afternoon. We're going to keep those winds gusty as well, so real feel temperatures are going to be chilly. Tonight, dropping down into the 20s, starting out cold for your day tomorrow, but temperatures do warm up. Take a look at our snowfall forecast. Some locations do have the potential to pick up maybe a quick inch in those highest elevations, and I am watching another system that heads our way for the weekend. Today, though, 39 degrees are high. The chance for that light mix. Tonight, dropping down to 23. Bundle up if you're heading out the door this evening. Tomorrow, a little bit better. 45 degrees are high with a mix of sun and clouds. And take a look at that 7-day forecast. That system this weekend is going to give us some rain and snow showers. Sunday definitely looking like the wetter day. Highs getting close to normal both of those days in the low 50s, but our average high is actually 55, but maybe we'll keep that on the low. Don't want to make everybody think it's going to be real cold.
It's funny, we're getting excited now over 50s. Before we were 70s and 80s.
And now we're spoiled.
There's only one way to the average. And so if you're in the 80s, a week like this has to come sooner or later.
There you go.
Thanks, Victoria.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The time is now 6:53 on our Thursday morning, and in just a few minutes, CBS This Morning and Good Morning America will take over.
Here are a few of the national headlines you can expect to see. A bill that restricts gun sales and allows some teachers to carry weapons to school is on its way to Florida Governor Rick Scott. Members of the Florida House approved the measure on Wednesday in a 67-50 vote. The bill is in response to the deadly mass shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School last month.
President Donald Trump is still finalizing his plan to impose stiff tariffs on steel and aluminum. The president wants to slap a 25% import tax on steel and a 10% on aluminum. But U.S. allies like Canada and Mexico could be temporarily exempt. Some Republican leaders remain concerned that the plan could spark a trade war and harm U.S. businesses.
Temperatures today are going to be below average in the 30s and 40s. Some locations could get stuck in the 20s today. I'll give you a final look at the forecast in just a few minutes.
There they all are again, marching in step.
Right Now News, brought to you by Toyota.
We are tracking some school changes on this Thursday because of the weather. The following school systems on your screen right now are on 2-hour delays. They include Ashe County, North Carolina, Avery County, Carter County schools, as well as Johnson County, Tennessee schools, Mitchell County, North Carolina schools, and Unicoi County, Tennessee schools. Dickinson County, Virginia is on a 3-hour delay this morning.
A local nonprofit is helping students gallop toward a brighter future.
Allie Hines tells us how the organization called Small Miracles helps students while caring for horses.
Amy Casey, Small Miracles in Kingsport is a Christian-based nonprofit that aims to serve people with special needs through therapeutic riding activities involving horses. And students at Cora Cox Academy, the alternative school in Kingsport, get to earn the privilege to come twice a week and get the horses ready for their day. And while they are there, they are mentored and encouraged by the staff, helping them build leadership skills as well as social and emotional development. Small Miracles is now looking for volunteers to come and help out with lessons for some of the other programs in its spring session.
Now, Storm Team 11 meteorologist Victoria Cavalieri.
Good morning. We've seen some scattered snow showers in and around the Tri-Cities today. We are looking at a cold high of only 39 degrees. You could still see some scattered snow showers and flurries, even the chance for a few spotty rain showers this afternoon. Winds are going to be gusty out of the west today, which of course will make things feel a little bit chillier than they actually are. Tonight's low dropping down to 23 degrees, still a chance for a few more scattered flurries. Tomorrow, a tad warmer at 45. Drier for your day tomorrow, but a rain chance does return for the overnight hours. Here's a final look at that 7-day forecast. You are going to want to watch out for the weekend. There is a system moving our way that'll